Hello.
I'm Denise Chiquito, licensed acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist in the Bay Area.
And I'm Kirsten Cowan. I'm a licensed acupuncturist and herbalist and the creator of Angelica and Peony Radiant Natural Health and Beauty Products.
And today we're going to tell you a little bit about our new 5-element healing anointing oil line that we've spent a little over a year developing. With Kirsten's knowledge of essential oils and my studies of the 5 elements in Chinese medicine, we combined the love of those together and developed some DIY for you to do at home.
Essential oil blends like ours are a wonderful addition to your home healthcare and self-care cabinet or silk purse or whatever you carry your goodies in. But of course, this is not a substitute for real professional care and attention. We really always encourage folks to see a practitioner in person, face to face. The amount of healing that's available to you from traditional Chinese medicine, both acupuncture and herbal medicine, that's available to you from a customized consultation and working with a practitioner is not something that can be substituted with DIY care like this. If you would like help finding a practitioner in your area, email us. We love to help connect folks and find referrals for you in your area so that you can get full and comprehensive medical treatment for your condition. The 5 elements in Chinese medicine are related to each of the 5 divisions of the year, the 5 seasons: spring, summer, late summer, fall, and winter. And each season, Denise and I have been getting together and creating special oil blends to enhance and balance the energy of that season, along with psycho-emotional conditions that might come with it, physical complaints that we might feel, or just a general desire to feel more balanced.
And so the way we're bringing these to you is each season we're blending the oils for that season, and we're releasing them seasonally. So right now we have the wood element oils available, and we'll get to those in a few minutes. And then in the summer we'll have the summer oils, and late summer, which is a concept that we'll talk about more when we get to the late summer for the earth oils. We'll release the earth oils. In the fall, we'll release the oils for the metal element. In the winter, the oils for the water element. And you can also purchase them as an entire year as a subscription, and we'll send them to you as they come out.
Yeah, if you'd like more information about purchasing the oils or pre-ordering the entire 10 oil set with all 5 elements, you can find that information on my website, angelicaandpeony.com. So for each element, we've created a yin and yang version. The yin version, which is going to nourish the energy of the element and be especially suitable for folks who are feeling depleted or drained or exhausted. And exactly what that looks like will vary from element to element and season to season. And the yang blend is designed to relax, to calm, to cool, to move, to release stagnation for those who are feeling stuck and overfilled, and generally dealing with too much of the particular element that we're talking about.
Most important thing to know about when choosing which blend is better for you, whether the nourish element, nourish wood, or the move wood, is to use your nose doctor. Smell the different blends, see which one is better for you that day, that time of the season, or just what feels better for you right at that moment. The wood element associated with the spring and new growth, new beginnings. The direction is the east. The color green, you'll see also in our labels, they're color coded, so the wood element is green on the label, and also the base oil is pretty green as well. The flavor associated with it is sour. So if you're more familiar with the 4-element model, you might be thinking about air, and the wood element sort of relates to the concept of wind as well. In Chinese medicine, the organs associated with the wood element include the liver and the gallbladder, and they affect things like our eyes and our sinews and tendons. You can also think of the anger as the emotion associated with the wood element in Chinese medicine. And sort of the opposite of anger is benevolence. Be excellent to each other.
And you can learn more about the wood element by checking out our TCM talk video from earlier this spring, where Denise really delves more deeply into the energetics of the wood element, understanding the meaning, the significance, and how we can be more in harmony with the wood element in ourselves and out there in the world, especially during the springtime of year. All of our 5-element anointing oils come in a roller ball, to make them easy to apply, and also keeps them nice and fresh by protecting the oil from the elements. And they can be used in a variety of ways. So you can use them as strictly aromatherapy by just waving them like a wand under your nose, by applying them to a tissue or a handkerchief and sniffing that. You could even put a little bit into a locket, an aromatherapy locket if you wanted, or by applying them, rollerballing them onto your pulse points, or onto your clavicle, so you're smelling them through the day. So that's one very easy way to get the healing benefits, is just by smelling the aromatherapy blend that's in each oil. You can also use them as massage oils on the general affected area. So if you wanted to use an oil to help you with a headache, you could apply it to your temples or the back of your neck. And they can also be used for acupoint therapy. This is something that practitioners of traditional Chinese medicine can do in the course of a treatment by applying them directly to the appropriate acupressure points. Or you can also do that at home. We'll be discussing and showing you how to find some of the best points to apply the oils to, and do a little bit of acupressure for relief from some common conditions that are exacerbated by imbalances in the wood element.
So let's talk a little bit about the emotional aspects of how to use these oils. So the Nourish wood, which is the one I have right here. For the emotional prescriptions, let's talk about the different reasons you want to use each of these oils. So I have the Nourish wood here. Nourish wood is good to use in cases of if you have lack of confidence or feeling timid or bullied, difficulty making decisions, or anxiety about making decisions, anxiety about going out and doing things in the world. It's kind of a little bit of being stuck, but you kind of need a little bit of boost. Your liver needs a little bit of help, and those are situations when you use the Nourish wood essential oil blend. And for the Move wood oil blend, which Kirsten has in her hand, is you'd use that for situations where you're feeling frustrated, stressed out, irritable, having some mood swings. If you have anger that makes you feel stuck and you're not able to go do the things you want to do, like get out there and go run your errands, go to the gym, or anything else that's really hard, and you just feel like you need a little push, and that's what the Move wood oil is good for. Some physical symptoms that you could use these oils for include insomnia. If you're having trouble falling asleep, we would suggest using the Nourish wood blend. And if you are if you're waking up in the night and if you know that your insomnia is due to stress, then in that case we would say more likely to use the Move wood blend. You can use these right before you go to sleep at night.
Yeah. Another common physical complaint that can be connected to imbalances in the wood element are headaches. And both of our oil blends can be useful for relieving headaches. If your headache is fixed and stabbing, kind of a tension headache style, the Move wood would be an excellent blend. You can apply it to the area where you're feeling the headache, or you can apply it to your temples, or aromatherapy style just to your clavicle or your pulse points. If you have a dull, achy, kind of diffuse headache, maybe the kind that's associated with not having eaten properly during the day, or being overtired, the Nourish wood can be really beneficial for that. You can use it the same way, apply it to the part of the head that is uncomfortable or in pain, to your temples, to your clavicle, just smell it to get some relief. So Denise, what are your favorite ways to use Move wood and Nourish wood?
I love using the Move wood blend if I'm having trouble getting out of the house, getting motivated to do stuff for the day. It just like Kirsten was saying, just smelling it helps to move me, but also applying it to points on the webbing of the hand between the thumb and the index finger, and also similar area between the first and second toes and the webbing between the toes. Those acupuncture points are together known as the four gates, and they circulate qi throughout the entire body, and those are some great points to use it on. Also, just in your rib area for women below the bra line, basically, along your midsection, putting oils there along the liver 14 area are really good for helping to get you motivated. That's one of the ways I use the Move Wood. Kirsten, how about you?
Yeah, I find myself using the Move Wood a lot as well. And one of the places that I apply it is when I'm stuck in traffic, obviously when I'm stopped at a stoplight or safely otherwise paused. Although I do sometimes apply it, and I tend to use it aromatherapy style, I would say. I roll it just onto the pulse points of the inside of my wrist. Sometimes I might do a little acupressure, but I generally just apply it to my wrists and take a big smell, and then leave it there where it's both absorbing through the skin, but also available for me to just lift up and sniff my wrist without having to open the bottle again. So stressful situations like traffic, stuck on hold with PG&E, I've used it in that situation as well. It's basically like the Move Wood. I think of it like throwing open a window and feeling a cool breeze when you're stuck in a stuffy, frustrating waiting room that you can't get out of. So it's definitely always in my purse for that purpose. That's one of my favorite uses for it. Nourish Wood is one that I have given to a lot of folks for insomnia. It's one of my first recommendations now when people are having insomnia, especially women, maybe in perimenopausal 30s and 40s, insomnia that can be connected to hormone shifts and imbalances. Nourish Wood is really calming, nourishing. It's like a big fluffy nest that your spirit can just lay in, and so I like to recommend applying that to the center of the chest before bed, and folks report great night's sleep after doing that.
And I like to use the Nourish Wood for dull, achy headaches. You can use it wherever you're feeling the headache, your temples, the back of your neck. One acupressure point that's really good for any kind of headaches is the tippy top of the head, which you can find by measuring from where your thumbs meet the top of your ears to the top of your head like this, and just putting some of the Nourish Wood oil. If I've got a dull, achy headache, that's a really good use for that oil blend. And sometimes for women, for example, if you're feeling a dull, achy headache like before your period. And also, as we said earlier, if you're having a more of a fixed, stabby kind of headache, then you would use the Move Wood.